Hi guys, this is Juno. Welcome back to my channel, Given to Give Ministry. And today I thought maybe we could talk about the new year, new resolutions, and just some new skincare routines that I've been doing of late. So why don't you come take a walk with me? So I recently stumbled across this thing where they were talking about how the older you get, the more sensitive your skin becomes. I think it's usually the reverse, that people usually think that the older you get, the tougher your skin is. But so the first thing that I stopped doing for the past almost 3 weeks now, I stopped using soap on my face. And now, I know some of you are asking, why would you be using soap in the first place? Now, the soap that I was using was, there's the African black soap, there's the shea butter black soap, and those are the things I was using on my product, on my face, just natural products in them. But I realized that as natural as they were still not good for my face. So I stopped using soap. What I ended up doing was I made up this concoction which had oats, and it had some corn flour, which is basically kufa. But I also put that on hold. I just these days take a face towel, soak it in hot water, rinse my face, and just rub it on my face, just like that. And I think it works just as fine, if you ask me. And for those of you who have oily skin, I would really recommend that if you know you have oily skin, since the soap, when you use soap or any other cleansing like face wash on your face, it helps reduce the amount of oiliness on your skin, at least for a certain amount of time. I would suggest you use either you try to find a toner, or you use apple cider vinegar at times, like to just dab on your skin to just reduce the effectiveness of the oiliness. Yeah. And also, so the other thing that I've stopped doing is taking anything that has sugar in it for the past 5 days. Okay, that's like a big thing on in my books, because we are doing this 10 days of prayer and fast. And now, for those of you that are Adventists, I'm sure you've heard of it. You don't necessarily have to stop eating, you can still eat, but the Daniel fasts eat mostly vegetables and fruits, and eliminate anything with sugar, anything which is processed, which I've done for the past 5 days. And it's been so hard, but it's really helped. I think it's helping me with clearness of mind, and overall I feel much more healthy. And I think it's something that I think most of you would be okay incorporating in your diet as a skincare routine as well, because what we eat also plays a big role in how our skin turns out. And also, towards the end of this video, you will see a short clip as to how I made the oats. For those of you who would still like to try it out, if you want to move from the like the soaps, the face wash, to just something which is basically natural. Because what we're trying to do is to use products which are as natural as possible, things that you can make yourself without spending so much money on it. So I'll film a short clip as to how I made it and how I use it, and I hope that will also give somebody an idea as to what they can do. Since it's a new year, it's still time to do things differently. And the last thing that I thought maybe I could just add into all this that we're talking about is New Year resolutions, our relationship with God. How do we plan on making things different? How do we plan on having a closer relationship with God? Because it's not just all on God that He has to do all the work. We need to meet Him halfway. If anything, He meets us more than halfway. So I wanted us to just reflect on prayer and this necessity of prayer, how it affects our lives, and how it is basically us communing with the Creator of heaven and earth. And if you look at it also, you realize that the more you spend time with God, the more you become like Him. And the verse that says iron sharpens iron. Like whoever you spend whoever's company you spend the most in is the person you will most likely become. If we spend time with God, meditating on His Word, praying, we will become more and more like His Son Jesus Christ in how we speak, how we think, how we walk, how we do everything in our daily lives. And this won't just happen overnight. You know, just like it is said that sanctification is a daily process. It's daily carrying your cross, denying yourself. And you know, God is so gracious and He's faithful. He's going to help us along the way. He's going to help us in our weaknesses. He'll show us the areas in which we have to improve, and we will have a more fulfilling life by just having a closer walk with God. And I just want to challenge you for this new year to try and read more of the Bible, pray more. If you were praying once a day last year, try to pray twice a day. If you are reading a word just in the evening, try to read it twice a day before you start your day and as you end your day. And try to fast more, at least once a month. It's just, you will realize how deeper your relationship with God will become, and you will just become a different person by communing with God. And it's definitely an experience that I think we all need to have. Hey guys, so just join me as I show you how to make the oats and corn flour / UFA face wash / scrub. And for my next video, I wanted us to just reflect on relationships, that's dating, and also I'll share with you some of my experiences, the good and the bad that I've had. And that is also after God showed me some of the things that I needed to change regarding my perception on how I was supposed to date. And I'm really looking forward to that video, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope that you watch and just join us and follow us. Alright guys, so for demonstration purposes, I'll just use a little bit of each. But this is what I'm using: the Quaker oats, and also the white corn flour, which is basically UFA. So this is the amount I'll use. It's just for demonstration purposes, but I would advise that you use more of these and a little bit of that when you're mixing. So I'm just going to put this
in the blender. I'm going to put, let's just say, 4 tablespoons.
And I don't need to blend it together with the flour because the flour is already soft. So we'll take now the blended oats. And I actually learned all this about not using soap or other soapy products on your skin from this lady. She's 62, but you would not even know that she's 62. She looks so young, and she says she's very careful as to what she puts on her face. Like, she doesn't like putting just anything. So the older we get, the more sensitive our skin actually really becomes. I'm just going to put like half of this, and you basically mix this up. If you want to come get a closer look, this is basically what it looks like. And when you are cleansing your face, you just basically dampen your face, and you take this amount and rub it, or you can choose to rub it first to remove the dead skin, because once the skin is wet, it's kind of hard for the dead skin to come off. So I suggest you, before you wet your face, you take this and start scrubbing it on your face. Then splash some water, take some more of this, and now scrub it to make it more pasty. That way you have ensured that the dead skin is gone and you're having a fresher face. And trust me, you will actually feel the difference if you actually try this. I'll just leave it to you to judge, but you will definitely notice a difference. So that's for the oats face scrub. And the other thing, I wanted to share some of the oils I use on my face. Guys, the black seed oil is, wow. I've been using it almost 3 weeks now, and I use it for everything. I take a teaspoon in the morning and a teaspoon at night, and I use it for my face. What I do is I mix this. Like, I'll take some, pour it on my hand, and I will normally when I'm in the evenings, I'll put just a drop of the lemon. I've been using the lemon for the past 2-3 days to help with the black spots on my forehead. That came about because after my sister came back from Malawi, she got me so many sweets, and I had no self-control, and I just ate too much. And yeah, I remember I explained in my last video that some people actually react to sweet things, and I'm one of those, sadly. So I'm facing the consequences. And also peanut butter, I cannot take peanut butter and not react, and I was taking too much of peanut butter. So that's basically what I'm dealing with right now. But this are my go-to oils, and peppermint oil, you can actually use it together with this to help kill any bacteria on your skin, together with the eucalyptus oil. These are very good oils, actually. Eucalyptus oil, you can even use it when you're having a cough, a cold. I would really suggest that you look more into how you can use oils to incorporate them in skincare, and also just remedies, especially for colds, the cold season, especially this side here. But by the grace of God, I really haven't had any cold or flus, and I really noticed that I'm really supposed to be prone to them, especially since this is a new environment for me, and the cold is just extreme for me, that is. But with the grace of God and these oils, I am fine, and I think you can just have a look at it. But this is what I wanted to share with you guys, the things that I normally do. So I hope you check them out and see what works for you. Like I always say, pray about it, ask God what He would think would be the right solution for you. Alright guys, so from Given to Give Ministries, until next time, God bless. Bye.